Hello, it's Sherry here, and I'm going to be showing you how to make a fun and very spooky Halloween craft. And make sure you stick around to the end of the video because I have something absolutely terrible for you. This is what we'll be making. These DIY air dry clay ghost and pumpkin tea lights.
Oh, Mavis, come here.
Let's get started. Here are the tools that will be helpful. A wooden modelling clay knife or scalpel, a pencil and a scraping tool, some air dry clay. I've used the white one, but you can use any colour and paint it, some plasticine or Play-Doh, a 12cm bowl that I'm using as a cutter and a rolling pin. Don't forget your tea light. Use a LED one. You can turn it on and off with no fear of burning down the house. First, you take your plasticine or Play-Doh and mould it into the shape of your ghost. Make sure the base is as wide as the tea light. Don't make it smaller. You can do the height of your ghost however you like. You can do it tall, small, or like I did, medium. So now we can take our clay and we're going to cut off a nice chunk for our ghost. I'm using my wooden modelling knife, and I find these wooden sculpting tools really nice to use. I've put a link in the description if you're also looking for wooden modelling tools. So now I've got my chunk of air dry modelling clay. I'm just going to give it a little kneading, get it a bit soft, and then I'm going to take my wooden rolling pin and roll it out until I get a shape that is bigger than 12 centimeters, which is just over 4.5 inches. There we go. Now I can take my circle shape. You can use any cutter, just make sure it's large enough. Like I say, this is 12 centimeters in diameter, which is just over 4.5 inches. We have our shape. I gave it an extra rolling over with the rolling pin so it's not an exact circle, but that is fine, gives it more character. We take our plasticine or Play-Doh and we cover it with some cling film. I'm not a big fan of plastic, so if you can think of something else to use, definitely use it. This is just a precaution so that the clay does not get stuck to the plasticine. Cut off the excess plastic. Be sure to check the width of the tea light. Take your circular clay, place it over your form and give your ghost some nice pleats. Take your pencil and give your ghost 2 eyes. Dig them deep into the plasticine to get clear holes. Give him a clear, wide, lovely mouth. I take my scraping tool that also has a needle tip on the other end and I clean around the eyes and the mouth to give it a nice finish. Be sure to check that your Halloween ghost fits comfortably over the tea light. Make sure you're all happy with the shape of your little ghost and place him back over the plasticine. Here's a tip. Make sure the plastic wrap or cling film is not pinched into the clay, otherwise you'll have problems taking it out afterwards. Looking good. We're going to let our little ghost dry overnight. So now, bye bye ghost, we can make the pumpkin. Take a chunk of plasticine, mould it into a ball shape. You can do any size, just as long as it will fit over the tea light. Take your clay, Give it a little knead and then roll it out so that it will be large enough to fit over your ball shape. Now take some cling film or plastic wrap or something else that you can find that won't make the clay stick to the plasticine, and then cover it with your clay. Cut around the edges. Leave a bit of skirting around the base, but tuck it in so it forms a nice shape. You'll need a bit of a steady hand for this part. If you're making this craft with small children, they need your help. Take your modelling tools and cut out a beautiful jack-o'-lantern pumpkin eyes, nose and grin. We're going to give our jack-o'-lantern a stalk, and with our modelling knife we're going to form some lines. Once again, always remember to double check that the LED light fits safely under your creation. And make sure the cling film is not trapped in any part of the clay. Our clay pumpkin tea light is looking pretty good.
Like and subscribe, baby.
Bring back the ghosts. My little fellow is completely dry. It took longer than expected, but it really depends on the weather and if you have the heating on. Mine actually took 3 days to dry. Yours could take a lot quicker. Make sure he fits comfortably over the tea light. Yes, he does. It's time for a coating of white acrylic paint. I'll put all the links for my materials in the description. Let's see if you can see the difference. This one is painted white, and this one with the black eyes is not painted white. We're almost done. Let's have a quick sneak preview of what these ghosts look like when the candles are lit. Oh, very nice. I'm first going to use a Posca acrylic paint marker to help highlight the eyes and the mouth. I like to finish off the eyes and the mouth using a thin paintbrush. Our pumpkins took a few days to dry, but now they're ready to paint. So we'll take out the plasticine and get going. For the eyes, nose and mouth of the pumpkin, I found it much easier using a thin paintbrush than the acrylic paint marker. Get out your Mod Podge or any other clear varnish that you have. I like to use water-based ones. I gave my Halloween crafts 2 coats of varnish, but you can just give them 1. If you do give them 2, make sure they dry in between each coating. And I went back to one of my ghosts that I hadn't painted and I painted him white. I found that he did look much better, even though you may not see the difference. I definitely did. I wonder if I can do some magic and let these lights turn on all by themselves. Abracadabra, simsalabim.
Oh, I say. How'd you do that?
Are you ready for something absolutely terrible? I hope you're sitting very uncomfortably because I have 5 terrible jokes just for you for Halloween. What is a witch's favourite subject at school? Spelling. Ha 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 ha. What is a monster's favourite dessert? Ice cream. Ah! Yummy. What room does a ghost not need in his house? I have to think about that. A living room. Terrible. What happens when a vampire plays in the snow? When a vampire plays in the snow? Oh, that's a difficult one. He gets frostbite. Ah! Last terrible joke for tonight. Why did the zombie not go to school? I don't know. Why didn't the zombie not go to school? You don't know? Should I tell you? He felt rotten. Ha 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 ha. Yeah, that was pretty terrible.
They were awful, but we'll still see you in the next video.